and welcome back to This Vibe. We are still talking about injuries because I am still injured, unfortunately, but we're gonna make the most out of it and hopefully you can benefit. First off, is it just me? Like, when you get injured, some switch is flipped in your head and then you're all of a sudden like, oh, I'm no longer a runner and I'm gonna eat the house down like I'm a runner, yet I don't think I'm a runner. You know what? If I can't run, then I'm not doing anything. When injury strikes, I kind of just back off from everything. It's not great when you're trying to maintain your fitness. Obviously, you don't want to push it too much and put yourself in a deeper hole. But because I'm fully recovered from Bandera, obviously I'm still injured, but now I'm at a place where I can walk and integrate some more activities into my daily routine. I did a 100K training video. In that video, I calculated all of the hours it took for me to train and it came out to be about 18 hours. And I want to reallocate that 18 hours to different activities. That's really what this video is going to be about. I want to impart some of the ideas that I'm doing throughout the day that are making me a better runner without running. Quick update, I am still dealing with hip and knee stuff. We're not sure what the main issue is, so I'm getting some blood work done to see if it's a bigger problem on the whole. But in the meantime, I've stepped up my game and I'm no longer just doing the hip routine. I'm really trying to regain the fitness that I lost in the past month after Bandera. I'm gonna eat a couple little power balls before I head out.
When you're lost, I want you to know I'll find you, I'll find you. So come on baby, it's alright to go home. Am I getting through? Am I getting through? Getting through, getting through, getting through. Why'd you leave it on the line when you want it? Why keep breaking all the time when you feel it? Why'd you leave it on the line when you want it? Why keep breaking all the time, breaking all the time?
Well, I am lucky enough to walk. I cannot run. Anytime I run, that's when all the pain comes. It's so random and weird. I usually prefer to run over walking any day of the week, and that sometimes will deter me from doing either, which is not helpful. I need to be moving in some form or fashion. For me, movement is number one in reallocating those 18 hours. Right now, I'm kind of doing anywhere from 4 to 6 miles, and that's going to equal about the same time as the usual 8 miles I was running. Right now, I'm really channeling my 70 to 80-year-old woman in her walking group. I got my arms pumping. I'm moving my legs as quick as I can. And the goal here is to get the blood flowing, increase circulation in my body so that blood can go to the injured areas and heal quicker. And I do almost all of my exercise when I'm home outside so I can get some extra vitamin D and just soak up nature. It's been shown to improve many an ailment, including broken legs, skin. Haven't found that study yet. When I'm at work, a day in the life of an injured runner looks a tad bit different. I don't have the freedom to come out to the trails every overnight. I'm really enjoying slowing down a little bit, but mostly finding new ways to move and new avenues to explore. The word that comes to mind when I think of me and weights is blailure. Straight up. I don't really know what I'm doing because I'm a runner and I haven't done a whole lot of weightlifting. But the good news is there's a lot of help on the internet, and if you have a friend that does it, talk to them. For me, the second part of my day is usually specific muscles, just improving those, making those stronger so that when I get back to running, I'll hopefully be preventing injuries. In one of the past videos I did the hip strengthening workout, so I'm still doing that. I've just amped it up, and now I have more focus throughout the week on arms, core, and legs. So I kind of rotate those in and out. Yeah, this right here, I think is a tricep bar. I got it at the Goodwill, and it was real cheap for weights. Apparently they're expensive. Holy smokes. I had no idea how much used weights would be. Anyway, not at Goodwill. I found this. This is a keeper, and I can't use it for my triceps because they are not capable of lifting 50 pounds, but I can use it for other things. I also got some dumbbells because I didn't have any at the house, so I was mostly doing my weight training when I was at work on my overnights. So now I can do them at home every other day or every day, depending on what my cardio looks like in the morning or what I have time for. Something that has helped me is I'm channeling the CrossFit vibes. I watched one of their documentaries last night. Fittest woman, fittest man on earth, money. Anyways, let's hop to it, and then we get to eat. At the end of the day, I want to be doing things that make me feel strong and make me feel like an athlete. I am still a bit flaily when it comes to the weights, but I'm learning, and it's really been fun learning new moves and new ways to strengthen my muscles, besides variations of running, speed work, hills, things of the sort. I just want to keep that headspace that I am still moving forward and remind myself that I'm still capable of a lot of things. I think I'm feeling a smoothie and some broccoli salad. Do about probably a whole cup of blueberries, some spinach, plant protein, goji berries as a topper, some greens.
I don't know if I got in your way
You can
or
be
not.
in there. Say hi. David's around. No.
I'm hiding.
And the goal here for me is to get in as many fruits and vegetables as I possibly can, because fruits and vegetables have lots of antioxidants, a lot of minerals, vitamins, and things like that that are going to help and aid in my healing. Right now I am pretty much plant-based for a couple reasons, but one of the main ones is a lot of the research that I have done has shown that it reduces a lot of inflammation and can also aid in healing. So the more veggies, the better. That looks about right. And that is that. I always do my best to eat whole foods and eat the rainbow, especially now that I have this injury. I'm especially focused on making sure that my body has enough nutrients, lots of variety, because it's not only fueling these workouts that I'm doing, but it's now trying to heal itself. So I want to make sure that I'm getting enough nutrition, but also I'm not feeding my body anything that's going to inflame me. And I really do have a pretty heavy emphasis on plant-based right now, just because it's something I'm trying out and because of the research that I've found. I'm pretty much doing anything I can to promote and accelerate the healing process that's going on right now. I'm willing to try anything. So nutrition is obviously a big part of being a runner, just because the food you eat is what is gonna fuel your workouts. Because I have a little bit more time now that I'm not running, I have more time to spend cooking my food and preparing my food, and even even making recipes that I'm really excited about but never have time to do. With those 18 hours, now is a great time to test things out, really put a lot more thought into my food, experiment with my food, and spend the time to try the fun recipes out. Read up on nutrition, read up on athletes and nutrition, get a really good cookbook and learn some fun recipes. I am going to pick some weeds because the yard is infested, and I will get back with y'all in just a bit. Okay, it is now time for some foam rolling. When I was running, I wasn't foam rolling enough. I know that for sure. Now that I have more time, I'm being very intentional with foam rolling. I don't really love it, but I do it now. To step it up a notch, I like to listen to some form of podcast or audio that's going to enhance my mental game as a runner. Running is certainly a mental sport. I can improve my mental game. I can learn strategies. I can learn about what different runners are doing, and podcasts and other YouTube channels are really helpful when it comes to that. I have a whole YouTube playlist for myself that I listen to when I'm stretching and foam rolling, and I consistently add to when I find something interesting. And then some really good podcasts I like. A couple of my favorites: Bill Yang podcast, Dirt Church Radio, and Humans of Ultra Running. If a running podcast or a strategy podcast or something like that isn't going to be beneficial to your mindset, then think about listening to another podcast that might enrich you in a totally different way. So something like Behind the Bastards is a really good podcast. It's really funny, and it's also really historical and informative, and has nothing to do with running. And that's just a really good one for anyone who doesn't want to listen to people talk about running, or doesn't want to hear about how Courtney DeWalter just won UTMB, which is awesome. Congrats. But yeah, if that is going to bring you down, don't listen to it. If it's going to make you feel like you're missing out, steer clear. The whole injury thing is not the most fun process, but I'm always looking for new ideas and new ways to make it more fun, make it more enjoyable, and make it more beneficial to me as a runner. I'm doing everything I can mentally, physically, and spiritually to get myself back out there on the trail as a healthy, happy runner. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I post a new video every week, and I'd be happy to see what ideas you guys have for being injured and filling those 18 hours or what have you. In the description box below, I'm going to link some resources to get you started on researching nutrition, whether or not to do 2-a-days, fasted running versus fed running, that can really help you make better decisions as a runner when you're ready to run again. Thanks so much for watching, and happy trails.
Hey, little dearie. Hi.